Hi Aquarius, welcome. Aquarius, this is going to be your you versus them reading. I'm going to go back and forth between you and the person you may be connecting with. Keep in mind that it's a general reading, so the roles may be reversed. Feel free to flip it if you need to. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And my readings are timeless. I just trust that when this finds you, it's for you. So Aquarius, you have your first card out. This is the first house of self. Aries energy, for some of you, you may have that in your chart or be connected with someone who has it in their chart. But this is talking about your physical body, your outlook, your self-image, your life, your philosophy. It also talks about self-awareness, okay? Some of you might be on this self-awareness journey right now where you're getting to know self a little bit better and incorporating how you truly feel versus how you come off to other people, because sometimes those don't always match, right? And sometimes that's because people have a flawed perception of us, but sometimes it's also because we may be misrepresenting ourselves, whether purposefully or not. You know, sometimes you think that you're coming from a good place and it could be misperceived as something other than that. And so there's this message here, Aquarius, about introspection, and Spirit not wanting you to get too caught up in the mix or with the details of that, because when you start placing yourself outside of yourself to garner everyone else's thoughts about you, or better said, what you think they're thinking about you, it does tend to muddy the water, right? It does tend to pollute our brains, and especially if those people do not have a positive take or a positive opinion on you, Aquarius. Does that mean that's who you really are? Or is that just their perception? And I promise you it's always just perception, because who you truly are is a loving essence energy, a co-creative being, right? I don't know why I went into that spiel if some of you are struggling with that, but that is kind of the channeled messages that were coming through the meditation when I was preparing for the reading, and then this first card just nailed it. So there's something going on in the connection too that is heightening also that self-awareness. So it could be that you're just like hyper aware of this person or what they're thinking. They're also giving me the term fixated. You could be very fixated on something, or someone may be fixated on you, Aquarius. But at the end of the day, make sure you're going with what you feel first and foremost is the message. So your crowning energy to move forward is the Seven of Pentacles, and they have the World. So yours is always talking about, it's talking about vision, investments, things building up, building yourself up, building your empire up. And that may be somewhere that you're heavily focused right now. Some of you may be heavily focused on yourself during this time frame, maybe heavily focused on the things that build you a sense of security, finances, your goals, what you're good at, things of that nature. This person has the World, so this is talking about things coming full circle, success coming in for them as well. So I feel like both of you are in the space where you're experiencing some sort of growth or success within one's own life, within self, not necessarily because of the connection or in the connection, but just on a soul energetic basis, both of you receiving some sort of accomplishment during this time frame. So let's get into it, Aquarius, and see what led up to the now moment. How you both are perceiving each other in the current energy, how you're genuinely feeling underneath it all, and most likely future outcomes. So recent past energy for my Aquarius is recent past energy. You have the Two of Cups here. I also feel a little bit lightheaded today. Just like a little off, you know. I don't know if you're feeling a little bit off yourself lately, Aquarius, but of course I'm an Aquarius as well, where the energy, I'm getting this thought, got me looking so crazy right now. The energy got me looking crazy. I don't know. I just feel a little bit absent-minded. I don't know if that's the answer. Or if you can relate to that, but that's kind of what I feel in the energy. So the Two of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles, the Three of Wands, the Ten of Wands. So Aquarius, again, you have the Seven of Pentacles twice, which both talk about your vision. You had a vision for what you wanted, okay? Aquarian is very future-oriented energy. So a lot of us Aquariuses are good at seeing in the future, okay? But also planning for a future. So you could have been spending a lot of, they said exorbitant, a good amount of time conjuring up where you wanted to be in the future, thinking about where you were going to invest your time and energy. And yet knowing that there's work ahead, knowing that you're not quite at the finish line, which there is no such thing as the finish line, guys, because even after death, we keep going. But, you know what I mean? It's like, it's a sense of like Aquarius, knowing that you need to work towards something in order to make it work, and being willing to do it, right? But also fearing that there may be a struggle with it, or anticipating some sort of struggle. Even when it comes to relationships or this connection, you could have been in this space, Aquarius, where you are willing or were willing in the past to put your time and energy because you saw a future, right, in the connection or something worth building. But at the same time, also foreseeing struggles, foreseeing hardships. Be careful with looking into the future and expecting a problem, because we manifest through our mind, right? And if you get hyper fixated on expecting problems, do not be surprised when problems come to your door, Aquarius, because you get what you focus on, whether you want it or not. And some of you kind of got wrapped into that mindset of like looking towards the future and foreseeing trouble, which, you know, okay, so some of you felt that was intuitive, like you were intuitively picking up that this could lead to trouble. But there is such a fine line, Spirit is saying, between intuition and manifesting, right? Is it that it's actually going to happen in the future, or is it that because you gave so much focus to the fear of it that it is now manifesting? And that's where the thin line comes in here, Aquarius. And Spirit's wanting you to take a step back and really think through what I just said. And ask yourself, is it worth continuing to expect the worst, even if I do feel it's an intuitive nudge? So say it is intuition and you fear something and then it happens. Did you prevent it by focusing on it? No. You gave more focus to it. So Spirit's wanting to call you back to expecting better outcomes for yourself and for others, they're saying. I'm sorry, I don't mean to keep going off away from the cards, but this is the message and this is how it's coming through. So I hope this is making sense. Let's see this person's recent past energy. And I think that's a good thing to contemplate, because I've often sat and contemplated that myself as well. And reached the conclusion that it's better just think of the best case scenarios. And if the worst comes, then I'll handle it when it gets here. That's kind of the conclusion I came to. But maybe think about that and come to your own conclusion. Spirit's not wanting me to give you a clear-cut conclusion. It wants you to arrive at it on your own. So let's see what this person's recent past energy was. The Justice card. Nice, these were upright. Ooh, the King of Wands, the Five of Swords. So I get that this person is, they get really stressed and in their head a lot, okay? And in the past, they may have been struggling with some imbalances when it came to that. Maybe even a bit of an ego struggle going on, where this person felt demotivated. If they're masculine, I literally heard the word demasculated, okay? So there's something that's occurred in this person's past that was a pretty severe blow to the ego, is what I feel. And it changed a lot of things for them in their perspective of self, but also their perspective of others. So this person is also doing some spiritual work on self-awareness, getting to know themselves more, becoming a more conscious of their contribution to what's occurring in their life, okay? Or at least that's the conclusion Spirit is trying to bring them to. I feel like this person may have been fearing some sort of change in the past, but the inevitable change has come through, and there's some sort of truth that has come crashing down on this person that has put them at some sort of standstill here. But they will be successful in overcoming this if they already haven't, because this is past energy here. But there was definitely a blow to the ego, okay? So let's look at perception then, and how you perceive each other for Aquarius. Perception. Two of Swords in the reverse. King of Swords in the reverse. Five of Cups. Wow, why so many reversals? And the Eight of Pentacles. So Aquarius, this energy is talking about, in a way, coming out of feeling uncertain, but also be careful with this energy. The King of Swords in the reverse is quite blunt, okay? This is Aquarian energy, right? But it's kind of like the harsher part of the Aquarian energy, so really careful with that, Aquarius. You may come off super blunt, unempathetic, distant, cold, attached. Some of you are purposely doing this because you want to make someone miss you or regret, or it's some sort of punishment. I hate to say that, but like, listen, when anyone is mad, I don't care what their zodiac sign is, or hurt, it's a natural defense mechanism to, for most of us, hurt back, as most of us don't want to admit that, but a lot of us do, whether that be through our words, our actions, or our lack of actions, in order to kind of completely move away from it. In this instance, I feel like Aquarius, you may, like when you snap, right? Or when you get upset, or maybe if this person has upset you, your response may have been to either coldly, bluntly tell the truth, or to ghost, completely detach yourself, remove yourself from the situation. I'm not saying that you had ill intention. I feel it's a defense mechanism, but it certainly rocked the boat, or could have been very painful for whoever was on the other end of that. As I feel like as Aquarians, you tend to be very friendly and humanitarianistic individuals, right? And warm-hearted. So when you flip the other side of that and you go to the other side of Aquarius nature, which can be quite detached, quite uncaring, or come off that way, quite logical and unemotional. I want to say stern, right? It surprises people to see that part of Aquarius energy. And me too. I'm an Aquarius too. Like, it definitely surprises people, because it's like, where did that come from? You know what I mean? And you may have surprised this person by flipping that switch and going into that part of the Aquarian energy. I just feel like, also too, if you felt like this was not worth working on, I don't feel remorse around it either. Like, Aquarius, you may have very well like evaluated a situation, decided it wasn't for you, and cut your losses, you know, because you did not feel it was going to amount to what you wanted out of it. Now, that may or may not be related to this person. Take it as it resonates, but that's kind of what I'm feeling. So let's see what this person is perceiving. The 10 of Swords, the 9 of Swords. Now we have all reversals. 5 of Wands, 9 of Wands, the Strength card in the reverse. So I feel like, ooh, Aquarius, you did a number on this person, okay? Or they did you. Remember, this can be vice versa. Or they've had a number done on them. Just being humbled by life in general. We'll take it as it resonates. But it's like, this person's in this energy of having endings and closure come through on a spiritual level. And yet they're fearing change. They are in this space of, at the same time though, not willing to fight, okay, or to go after, or to defend. I feel like this person's pride has been completely demolished, okay? And I don't say that really lightly either. I feel like this is someone who has taken pride in the connection or in who they are, and there's something that has occurred in their life, whether it's related to you or not, that has totally brought down that ego. And in a positive end, it has provided clarity for them and a little bit of humbling, but it has also put them in this space where they feel like giving up at times, or that it's not worth the struggle or the fight, or it has them in I want to say surrender mode, but that's a healthy version. Like, it's healthy to surrender. They're on the other end of that, where it's, they still have a desire, they still want it, so they've not surrendered it, but they've given up hope around it, which is an awful feeling, because if you have a desire and you do not go towards it, you create the emotion of hopelessness. And that's kind of what I feel has occurred in this person's energy. That they may still be grappling with or moving forward from, or trying to find some closure around. Aquarius. Wow. So let's go into the emotional space. Ace of Cups. King of 6 of Wands, the 9 of Cups. Whew. The 10 of Cups. Well, dang, Aquarius. So, on an emotional level, when you dig a little bit deeper, there is a ton of love, success, adoration, attention, reasons to be happy, satisfaction, connections, connectivity, home, a sense of belonging. Like, it's freaking beautiful. This is so interesting to me. So interesting to me. So, because it's so stark different from what I felt up here. So there's something here, Aquarius, that you have cut out of your life. Okay. Sorry, I had a song come through. There's something here that you've cut out of your life that you feel good about. Something or someone. It may be this person. It may be someone outside of the connection. You name it. Because what's genuinely happening is you're finding enjoyment, love, self-love, fulfillment in whatever you have going on. So there's so many different ways I can go about this. Let's go back to the very beginning when I did the little spiel on sometimes like what we show or how we're perceived is different than what we have actually going on. This is exactly what's happening, which is what the spiritual reading was about, where it's like somebody may on the surface think they know, you know, what's happening or how you're feeling or what you have going on, but they don't have a clue, Aquarius, or like they don't know how you really are feeling, because there's like this feeling of, some of you have just simply cut off access to someone being able to affect you emotionally. But this is a good thing, because now you can focus on the things that do bring you joy, that do bring you love. Like some of you have turned the corner where maybe you were trying to appease others or another person, or you were entertaining something that wasn't good for you. And then getting to a point of recognizing that, knowing it's going to be kind of a struggle to move away from that, but then moving away from it anyways, and then that bringing you into a happier space, Aquarius. So like unbeknownst to people that no longer have access to you, okay, because I do feel you've cut one or more people out, or maybe you will be in February. Unbeknownst to them, you're doing just fine. And that's like not in a braggadocious way, Aquarius. It's in the privacy way, but also like you being cognizant of your energy. And I'm also hearing be careful what you share information, who you share information with as well during this time frame. And I'm sorry, when I paused earlier, the song that came through was 1950s by, was it King Princess something? I don't know. She said, she says, why do my gods look like you? So I wait for you. I'll be here waiting for your love. I don't know. Check out that song. It may resonate with you. All right, let's see what's going on in this person's heart space. I have the Queen of Swords, the Four of Pentacles, and the Eight of Wands, and the Six of Wands. I love it when dudes try to slay me. She said, I hate it when dudes try to chase me, but I love it when you try to save me. Okay. So, the Queen of Swords, the Four of Pentacles in the reverse, Eight of Wands, Six of Wands, Seven of Swords. So, in this person's heart, you're showing up in their heart space, but also what's showing up next to that is a letting go of the need to communicate or be understood, or like it could be that this person's in this space right now, Aquarius, where they are confounded, you know, with the connection or what to do, and not sure how to communicate, what to communicate, if to communicate, and yet at the same time they hide the fact that they still watch you, Aquarius, or they still keep an eye out on you, or like I heard your presence still lingers, the memory remains. I'm getting all kinds of messages now where like you're lingering in their energy, but they hide that, or they keep hidden, you know, how much attention they give the connection, or it's like there's something this person keeps to themselves, right, that they don't really speak of, and it has to deal with, Aquarius, it's like letting go and not letting go, letting go and then not letting go. So let's go into most likely future outcome, Aquarius. Let's see. And keep in mind, all the future outcomes can be changed with free will. You're in the driver's seat, no one else. 4 of Swords, 3 of Swords in the reverse, Knight of Cups. I love it when you try to say. Cause I'm just a lady. Why is that song in my head? Sorry. Alright, so Aquarius, there has been some healing here around your heart chakra. If you had been hurt, I feel like you've done some work on that. Or some of you just simply kept it quiet, which, whatever. There's like this quiet energy around you, Aquarius. I don't know if you're like keeping secrets or just keeping things to yourself, but there's definitely like this private energy showing up. Interestingly enough, there is some action being shown towards your emotions, towards relationships, a new beginning, a new chance to restructure what it is that you wanted in relationships, rebuild self, but also find stability within the things that provide you stability, like your career, like your home, like the things that inspire you but also keep you busy. I feel like the process of your healing is almost through finding outlets that are creative and inspiring to you, Aquarius, but also emotionally expressing yourself in a more vulnerable way, and that lending itself to some sort of new beginning where things then stabilize here for you. So let's see this person's most likely future outcome. So this person has the 10 of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, the High Priestess, and the Temperance in the reverse. So they are slowly getting into the space here, Aquarius, of reestablishing what's most important to them, finding their emotional fulfillment, feeling connected again, listening to their intuition. There's still like this back and forth here, though. Sometimes this can be kind of an abrasive, moody, temperamental energy, and I feel like that's because there's some things going on underneath the surface that they have yet to overcome, right? There's been something that's occurred, like I said, that has really broken this person down in their past, or given some ego blow, may even be in the present. But they still grapple with finding closure around this, Aquarius, because it's not easy to be humbled, right? At the same time, they're in this process of like trying to let go, but they're also like kind of giving up. So they're going back and forth between handling this like in a healthy way versus handling it in a toxic way. And you're still showing up in this person's energy, whether they admit it or not, whether they show you the attention or, you know, say that they are keeping an eye or whatever this is that they're doing, that you're definitely in their energy. And they are slowly moving towards looking more towards the positives of feeling that connection, of feeling more connected to themselves. They've also are gaining some self-awareness around their ego, around who they are, who they want to be when it comes to the type of person they want to be. And this is good for them, whether it feels good in the moment or not. It is for their growth. But because they have a lot going on emotionally, they are still experiencing like these high ups and downs. And and it's not that you're not, but I don't feel you are. I'm sorry. Like, I still feel like this person is having ups and downs and they're in the emotions of things. Not saying you don't have emotion, Aquarius, but I feel like when I look at your cards, this is someone who, you, Aquarius, where you've calculated what's worth, you know, where you want to invest your time and energy, and you've looked to the future and you knew it would be a struggle, or maybe there would be some struggle around it. But ultimately, I feel like you made some decision to cut something, someone, or multiple things or people out of your life, and it has drastically improved your ability to focus on what's most important to you, and for you to cultivate that love and self-love. And love is flowing to you, Aquarius. Like what's showing up in the heart chakra is all beautiful energy, attention, satisfaction, emotional fulfillment. You've done some healing around your heart. You're moving forward with yourself, but also remaining positive and emotionally available being important, and then things stabilizing. So let's see what the guidance is for you, Aquarius, and cross watcher. Soul power. Okay, and love. So your message says, always remember you're a soul that comes with a body, not a body that comes with a soul. Your soul is your true essence, and you have an unlimited supply of soul power at your command whenever you need it. This is reminding you, Aquarius, to know your power. This person has love. This is saying love is the foundation of your existence. You're just as worthy of receiving as you are of giving love and compassion. While love can be a beautiful emotion, it's equally a form of energy that propels you through life. So this person is being encouraged to allow themselves to receive love as well as give love, and to stay positive and focused. So Aquarius, wow, interesting reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Zodiac signs that you may have in your chart, I have, or you might be dealing with, I should say. I have Sagittarius here, Leo, Scorpio, Libra, Aries. Could be another air sign, Gemini or Aquarius. Sagittarius, if I didn't say it, Aries again. Those are the predominant signs I'm seeing, but keep in mind, could be any zodiac sign, as it is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it did resonate, do let me know in the comments below. Also, don't forget to give me a like, a share, and subscribe. Please hit the little subscription button so you don't miss out on any future readings. I'm going to be doing an event on Facebook that's going to teach you how to tap into your own psychic skills. And I posted the link on my Facebook, which is also linked in the description box below. If you would like to attend for a small fee, I would love to have you. It's next Saturday. Even if you can't attend live, you'll still get access to the replay, so don't miss it. Otherwise, I'm wishing you the very, very best, Aquarius. And until next time, my friends, namaste. Bye.